Just take all the screws out of that middle post.
What's going on, guys? We are back working on the 1965. We got the whole crew here. We got Caleb Paradox right here. And we got Uncle Mike. You know him. So for today, we're gonna be burning and staining the sides and the back rack of the bed. You guys missed, I think 2 videos ago, I showed you, I made a TV stand and I kind of basically showed you what these sides would look like if I was to burn and stain them. And I think it came out pretty good, so that's what we're gonna be doing today with the bed. And then we're also gonna be acetoning the truck because we have to get all the linseed oil off of there. The linseed oil just basically made the whole truck look good for about 2 weeks, and then, you know, it started getting dirtier and the dust just stuck to the linseed oil. So we're gonna be taking some acetone, getting the truck all cleaned up, and then in a later video we're gonna be cut and buffing it with a, you know, buffer and stuff like that, and hopefully shine the paint up that way instead of using linseed oil. And then we're gonna be sanding down the inside of the cab, the floor, and we're gonna be painting it with some Pore 15, some rust prevention, and hopefully it will stop it rusting until I can go ahead, cut and weld in some new flooring. So they are working on getting the back racks. We're able to burn both sides and stuff like that. Should be pretty easy. We got 3 torches and it should go by pretty quick. So hopefully you guys enjoy, stay tuned, and let's get it. All right, guys, about 2 hours later, it probably took about 2 hours with 3 to 2 guys because Caleb had to go pick up his daughter from school, but Mike is here with me. It took us about 2 hours to just burn all of this wood. And we're gonna go ahead and sand it down with some 220 grit just to take off the top layer of burnt stuff. We'll go ahead and stain it with the same stain I used for the flat deck. There's a spot over here, so I may have to replace all this wood. Alexa, pause. It's really starting to give in right here, so we may have to be replacing all this decking here soon. But for now, as long as no one steps on that spot, we should be good. Next thing we got to do is sand it, and then we'll stain it. We started to do the acetone on the truck and without sponges to get like a good abrasive. This ain't really coming off with microfibers, so we'll have to wait for this another day. And then after we go ahead and stain this, we'll go ahead and work on the inside and just paint the whole inside with that Pore 15 to stop it rusting. We will have to weld in some new floors. We're just not doing that just yet. And I want to stop the rust as much as I can so I don't have to replace more floor than I actually have to do. long as no one steps on that spot, we should be good. So I don't know if you guys saw that on the time lapse or not, but you know how I said not to step right there? Well, I had to step right there and just went straight through the flatbed. All right guys, so just like the bed, we're just gonna go ahead and take a roller and roll it on. If it wasn't so much, I would probably take a rag and do it like I did the TV stand, but since it's so much, we're just gonna get a roller and roll it on. Should go by the quickest to get it done with a roller. And unfortunately, I only got one roller like this. So, it might take a little bit longer, but this isn't so much to, you know, seal it up because it is pressure treated, so it does have some sort of sealer right in it. It's just to bring out the color mainly. I guess if you want to come back with a rag and get off all the
Where you gonna rag that? Plastic paper ones, or
you can just use a microfiber, or you can get those other ones. Just so much to give it a little bit of color. It's actually turning out pretty good. It looks really good actually.
Yeah. Nice weathered look for about 3 hours worth of work.
I've only been meaning to do this for the last month.
Right.
Actually, I was waiting for the
wood to dry.
wood to dry out because it is pressure treated. So. All right, guys. Here's a before. This is after burning and after sanding. You can tell what it looks like. It's all dulled just because of the sanding. And here's after. Gives it a nice weathered look. And I think it turned out pretty good. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Did I make a good choice of burning it and staining it, or should I have left it the raw wood color? I think it turned out good. What do you think, Mike?
I think it looks way good.
Turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
There's the back rack. Gives it a nice rustic look. Looks like it's been actually used. This truck was used as a farm truck, but not since I've had it.
She was used and abused.
Yeah, makes it look like it's been used and abused. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and finish up doing this, and then we'll hop right into doing the Pour 15 on the floors in the cab. Stay tuned. All right guys, so obviously it's the next day. I just got done with the first coat of this top coating. I will have to come back another day, take out the bench seat and paint underneath the bench seat. But for now, I got some good coating on the spots that definitely needed it. And I'll show you here. But this is how the bed turned out the second day. It looks a little bit lighter on camera. It's a little bit darker, but I think it turned out really good. So here is the rust prevention Pour 15 inside the cab here. So I answer your question right now. This probably wasn't the best thing to do right now just because of all this rust. I only did it to stop the rust. I am going to come back here and cut out what needs to be cut out and weld in some new sheet metal, and then we'll go ahead and paint it again with the Pour 15. I probably should do the underside as well. I'll probably get to that another day or something, but most of the water and liquid that makes this floor rusty comes from, you know, the door seals or whatever, and it pulls up right here, and whatever leaks from that master cylinder it comes down and runs right here, and that's why this part of the floorboard is rusty. So we will be tackling the master cylinder and the clutch slave cylinder, or the clutch master cylinder, whatever it's called, in another video. Those will both get replaced when I go ahead and look at the back brakes, because I do have to order some new back brakes on Rock Auto, or the wheel cylinders. So when we get those tires off, we'll order some new wheel cylinders, new master cylinder, and a new clutch cylinder, so those will stop leaking. But for now, I think it looks really good. I ended up doing these steps. I don't know why, I just did them. Mostly everything in here is going to be black except for the dash. I want to kind of keep the dash black, and I kind of stopped it right at here. So most of the stuff will be black. Mainly the floorboard is going to get covered with some floor mats anyway, so I'm not too picky on how it looks right now. I think it looks really good. It got rid of all that rust look. Like I said, I will be coming in here and welding some new floor in here soon. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know how you think that this floor turned out. I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna say it looks bad, but for, you know, how easy this stuff went on, I think it turned out pretty good. And after we do everything, welded new floors, floor mats, it should all look pretty good in here. And I still need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this bench seat, either get it reupholstered or what, because I kind of like this bench seat pattern, and I know we cannot find it anymore, so that's kind of a shame. But we'll figure something out with a bench seat, either get some King Ranch seats in here or some other leather seats. I do really want to keep a bench seat, but I think some bucket seats would be pretty cool in here as well. So there is the new floorboard. And like I said, I did paint this up until here. Do have to come in here with an actual paintbrush, because I was just using a roller, a foam roller, and it did not work out as good as I thought it was going to work out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos on this 1965 Dodge C500. I think next video we're going to tackle the rear brake, so I know a lot of you guys have been wanting that, so stay tuned for that video. And I think I am going to be taking off this gas tank. Let me know in the comments below if I'm able to turn this gas tank into an air tank. So maybe I can get some new fittings on here and hook up an small little air compressor or a bigger air compressor and fill this tank up with air, so I'm able to have onboard air. That would be pretty cool. Let me know if I can turn this gas tank into an air compressor tank. I think that would be pretty cool. I can rent train horns. I can maybe put, I don't even know if I'll be able to put air ride suspension on this thing, but I think it would be cool just to have air, and then I can have an air gun. I can change the tires if I wanted to, if I break down or whatever. It's always good to have air on your vehicle, fill up tires and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. And I think it's about a storm, so we better end this video out quick. See you guys later. Dippin' Diesel out.